you know how New Year's is usually like full of big celebrations, drinks, party, champagne, New Year's kiss. Anyways, in Bali, it's a little different. So to celebrate New Year's, it takes about 6 days, and it's also filled with like celebrations and parades, but on the third day, it's kind of different. They celebrate the Day of Silence, which is called Nyepi. I researched how to pronounce that, so I think I got it right. Anyways, so on the travel blogger, so this is a girl who went to Bali herself, personal, she did a blog about it. So on the Day of Silence, which is Nyepi, this is Bali by the way, this is what it looks like. I'm guessing, I found it on Google Images. Anyways, so on the Day of Silence, the whole island is completely still. There are no flights scheduled, no one can fly in or no one can fly out. So basically, the whole island turns off lights. There are no lights allowed besides the sun. And then there are no sounds allowed either. There's no traffic, no one's allowed to go on the streets, and no one's also allowed to, drive or walk around. So it's also a day dedicated to meditating. So you can see here, all those monks are someone just meditating at a temple. This girl, I don't know who she is, but you get the gist of it. You can see the streets, it's completely empty. And they take it very seriously. They even have like watchmen, they call them, they call them Pekalon, and they basically patrol the streets to make sure there's no sound, there's no light. If you walk in the streets, I mean you can, but you kind of have to sneak out, and if you do, you will get fined or something like that. And it's also a huge disrespect to the culture and the ritual. And not only is everything, you have to turn everything off, but everything's also closed, so no stores are allowed to be open. Besides like hotels, during hotel, like there's obviously like tourists and people visiting, so some hotels are open, but they're also very strict on that because tourists, even though like you're visiting, you're supposed to stay inside the whole time, and also you have to close all your curtains so there's no lights that are allowed. So this year, usually Nyepi, it's around March. This year it's gonna be on March 7th. So 2019, March 7th, mark your calendar. That's the day of the new year in Bali. And it'll end on the 8th. It's a national holiday in Indonesia, and it's usually what Hindus everyone in Bali usually in Indonesia performs this, but it's usually the Hindus that perform this ritual. So on the eve of Nyepi, it's a little different also. Instead of the Day of Silence before, they have this huge celebration where they have this giant parade full of like music and dancing and singing, and they even have these gigantic statues. They're called Oga Oga, and what they do is it's made out of paper, it's paper mache. They make it and they parade around with it, and at the end they light it on fire because it kind of symbolizes their banishing and getting rid of all evil spirits and bad luck and all the diseases and misery that was brought upon them in the past year. So they're kind of just getting rid of it, starting a fresh new year. They kind of make the paper maches look like demons to kind of represent getting rid of all the sins. So in the end, every culture has a different way to celebrate. The Chinese, they celebrate with drums and fireworks and dancing and wearing red. Americans, we celebrate by drinking, partying, kissing, and having a ball drop at Times Square that goes at like 2 miles per hour. But that's our tradition. Anyways, in Bali, this is what they do. It's worth 6 days, but on the 3rd day, that's the day where they have a day full of like meditating where it's just silent. So overall, if you ever want to visit Bali, just make sure you don't come on the day of science because you might not be able to get in or get out. But other than that, it's a week-long party, so yay. The end.